Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about, I'm going to give off my thoughts of the first episode of Tales of the Jedi, which is called Life and Death. And it essentially goes back to the Tortuga race, which is what Shakti and Ahsoka Tano is. If you guys don't know what Tortugas are, I think I'm saying it right, correct me if I'm wrong. But we deal with Ahsoka Tano as an baby. Initially, we get the episode, a tad bit of the episode where we don't see Ahsoka because her mom is pregnant, and essentially we see her mom giving birth. Essentially leading up to Ahsoka's mother carrying Ahsoka in her little strap in front, the baby strap that some mothers carry their newborns, as she goes out to do this hunting ritual, right? And I don't know if this is some sort of ritual every female, if it's just contained to every female of this specific tribe, or when a female becomes a mother, is a custom to take their baby with them to show them the beautiful and ugly side of life really young. And if so, wouldn't it be more impactful if the child was exposed to that type of life at let's say 2, 3, where they have more of a chance of remembering than what Ahsoka was in this episode. Just asking. So essentially, what happens in this hunt? Everything seems to be going good, but this saber-toothed tiger type creature comes and takes Ahsoka, and Ahsoka essentially gets carted back to the beast lair, and the tribe Ahsoka comes from, they are freaking out, and they don't know what to do with Ahsoka, so they search for her, not knowing if she is dead or not. And while they're freaking out, Ahsoka portrays, or she showcases that she's force sensitive in this episode at a very, very young age. Which I'm not exactly sure if this was a retcon or not. Because I do remember the Clone Wars series. I think it was in the Clone Wars series. It might have been just an image I saw on the interwebs, but a lot of people, including myself, thought that something must have happened where Ahsoka showcased her being force sensitive later in life, and we kind of get this shot of Plo Koon and little Ahsoka around in the Jedi Temple. So I got the impression that Ahsoka was older, a bit older, not too much, but a bit older than she was in this episode when she got discovered by the Jedi. But I guess I was wrong. But now, Ahsoka shows that she's, and there's a point where I'm saying that, so she shows that she has a connection to a force by using the beast control move, which is what we see Anakin use in Attack of the Clones in the arena when he used the force on that creature, which we later see him ride with Padme and Obi-Wan in the Geonosis battle of Attack of the Clones. So Ahsoka used that tactic, and she rode the beast, goes to her village, And the chief woman, which I was kind of confused whether or not she was like Ahsoka's grandmother or just the chief of the tribe, like with no blood ties to Ahsoka. Says little Ahsoka over here. She's a Jedi. That's why she was able to like calm the beast and bring him here. Even though we didn't see her calm the beast, but that's why we saw her riding here. Because, yeah, she's force sensitive. And then essentially the episode ends. And so, like, does it take them a little bit, like, months to reach out to the Jedi? Because, like I said, we got, like, I believe in flashbacks, which if I can find the image, I'll use that as the thumbnail if I can find the image. But I'm pretty sure she didn't come to the Jedi Temple till, like, when she was at least a year old. Which, I was starting to the impression of this episode that she was barely a year old in the entire episode. That she was practically a newborn. So, am I wrong to think that? And, will they explain more in the future? Or have they already said it before? I don't know. But I do, like, I've seen the entire series at this point. I'm just going back and rewatching each episode so I can give you guys a fair, like, give you guys an episode by episode recap of when the episodes are just fresh in my mind. And I have to say, if you guys are wanting to get back in Star Wars after, like, if you guys were hesitant about Star Wars after some of Disney's changes, or just want to watch, like, a really good show, but you guys are, like, a huge fan of the Clone Wars era, What's Tales of the Jedi? Watch it. It's a really good show. I can get behind this. It's, for me, Tales of the Jedi is the best Star Wars show since Andor. But actually, I'm going to take Andor out of the equation because that show is currently still ongoing by the time I'm recording this. So I'm going to say it's the best show since, or thing, like show-based thing that we got from Disney Star Wars since, I want to say Clone Wars Season 7, because I do believe that came out after Mando Season 2. So yeah, either Mando Season 2 or Clone Wars Season 7. Best Star Wars show since that. So, that's just me. I really dug this episode. It made me the episodes where Ahsoka was in, it made me appreciate her a bit more. Ahsoka has always been my favorite Clone Wars hero. Even from when I saw her in the Clone Wars movie. When a lot of people at the time were like dog shitting on her. Like saying how she's disrespectful, that how they hated her. I was on Team Tano from the beginning. And of course, over the time of the Clone Wars series, which expanded over 7 seasons, everybody seems to love her now. And so, I always was a fan of Ahsoka. And this series just made me appreciate and respect her even more. So, my point in that is, if you guys are a fan of Ahsoka, or the Clone Wars, or both, watch this show. Now, the next episode I'm going to be getting into is about Count Dooku, which I'm going to reserve my thoughts of the episode that I already have for the next episode, so I won't risk spoiling shit for my thoughts in episode 2. That said, let me know what you guys thought of Life and Death. Love you guys. Have one over day. Be kind be kind to one another, and I'll catch you fellow mutants later. And may the force be with us all.